What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 11, and we start today's episode off by seeing that Samaras is not happy because he's not getting into the team on a regular basis, and that's not a real surprise either. You know, with this team, although the main problem hasn't really been on offense, it's been in defense. Even so, you know, Samaras, he's not a bad striker, and of course with Brown today currently injured, and obviously, we've seen that Sessegnon got injured as well in recent times. You would have thought that Samaras would have got a bit more game time, but he struggles to get on the bench. I mean, I actually think Samaras is a decent player, I really do, but again, the problem isn't really about scoring goals, it's keeping clean sheets and keeping the goals out of the back of our own nets. So, yeah, I don't really feel the need to introduce Samaras to the first team, even though he is complaining right now, because of course the main problem is not in terms of scoring goals, but conceding goals. But anyway, as we enter December, here's a look at the squad report. As you can see, most of the players doing well. A couple of decreases in Sessegnon and Varela, which is kind of surprising to see those two players going down because they've been getting to the first team on a regular basis, obviously throughout the season. Apart from Sessegnon, who of course now is injured, they've been first team players. I'm not really sure why they're going down in stats, but still. Here's a look at the league table as well. 13 games in, so just over a third of the way through the season now, and we're in ninth seems to be around the position we've been sort of loitering in over the past few weeks, and ninth is a good finish for us. Now I know of course we've only just played over a third of the season, so there's a long way to go, but if we can finish ninth, or ninth, 10th, 11th, that's a good season for us. That's a really good debut season for us. So we've actually had a very decent start in my opinion. Yes, inconsistent, yes, lost way too many games from poor mistakes by me really, but other than that we've actually done a lot better than I would have presumed. I thought at the start of the season, after the change we made to the squad, few players coming in, few players coming out, maybe we would have struggled a little bit and we'd be down near the relegation zone, loitering over the top of it just. But to be ninth is, in my opinion, a really good achievement so far. Of course, as I said, still 2/3 of the season to go, but for the time being, I've been very happy with what's been going on right now. But still, we take on West Ham United for the first game of today's episode. So West Ham come from London to visit us here at the Hawthorns, and obviously you can tell by the side I did make a couple of changes. The main one was Pocognoli coming in at left back and Abita being pushed up to left mid. Of course Abita can play left back and left mid, and he's had a really good start to the season, so I've seen no reason to drop him. And again, I'm not a big fan of Pocognoli, but he does the job I guess. But West Ham side featured Andy Carroll, a transfer target of mine in the summer, and there was no James Tompkins of course, because he was also a transfer target of mine, but he left to Southampton instead. So interesting to see how we do against this West Ham side. And also Winston Reid is a possible January target of mine, but still we took on West Ham. The first chance would fall in the 20th minute, and Danny Ings was denied by a very good save by Adrian there to deny him from close range and keep the score at 0-0. And in the 29th minute, another great chance for us here. Claudio Jacob wins us the ball back and finds Yusuf Malumbu. He finds Abita, a quick little 1-2 with Danny Ings, and Abita strikes it, but I can't hit the target, and it goes wide for a goal kick. So very encouraging start here at the Hawthorns, but that was it for the first half. Still no goals. And in the second half here, another good chance early on. Abita collects the ball and plays it inside towards Danny Ings. Those two linked up really nicely in this game. Ings plays the ball forward towards Anachabi, who wins the header, gets it past Adrian, but Reid stops the ball from crossing the line and clears it away. So still scoreless, but all the pressure was really being inflicted on West Ham by us, which is why in his 57th minute, Koyate finds Poyet, the son of Gos Poyet. He finds Kevin Nolan, who finds Andy Carroll, and Andy Carroll scores. So yeah, all the pressure was being inflicted on West Ham by us, and that's exactly why West Ham took the lead. Don't you just love it? It's ridiculous. The first chance West Ham had, and it's Big Andy. Like I said, a summer transfer target of mine. You can see why I love the guy. He puts it past Ben Foster and makes it West Brom 0, West Ham 1. Well, at this stage I was hating the guy, not loving him, but still, Carroll gets his 4th goal of the season, and it's West Brom 0, West Ham 1. So frustrated to be down and out as things stood, because in the 60th minute it could have been 2-0, and unfortunately it was 2-0 because Colton Cole got played forward by Andy Carroll, so a goal and assist for him. Cole turned round Lescott, was through 1-on-1. I brought out Ben Foster to try and shut him down, make him panic, but he didn't. He kept his cool and put it past the goalkeeper to make it West Brom 0, West Ham United 2, just past the hour mark. So the travelling fans were celebrating and things were looking very bleak for us. In the 78th minute here, it could have been 3-0. Andy Carroll plays another great ball in towards Enner Valencia. Valencia takes it around Callum Chambers and finds Alex Song, but he can't hit the target. That was a real let-off for us there as well, because let's face it, Song should have finished that chance there. It was 1-on-1, only 12 yards out, should have hit the target. Instead, he put the ball wide. So still West Brom 0, West Ham 2, but again, the problem really in this game was not being able to defend, and we did have chances, but we didn't take rate them either, and this was our last chance of the game. Claudio Jakob firing over on the half volley, and the game did finish 2-0. So the problem was mainly that we couldn't defend, but this time, this is one of the first games as well in a while where I haven't really felt confident when going forward. In the first half I was doing okay, but I wasn't really ultimately sure we were going to score a goal. Eventually I wasn't really confident in my strikers, and in the second half, well, we got punished for it. And this is the type of game where there were no positives to take out of it. We didn't score, we didn't do very well defensively, we didn't create much. It was a really poor game, and that really should be the change that the game that forces us to make changes. That's one of those games that's it's a sign basically that things aren't going well and you need to change stuff. So anyway, following that, we saw we had an international management from Norway, and we seem to be getting quite a few right now, but again, I'm still not interested just yet. Again, it would probably be a little bit fun to take a project like that, but for the time being I'm not too interested. But still, we take on Hull City for the following game here away at the KC Stadium, and as you can see by the team, I did again make a few changes to the lineup here. Will Hughes came back in, so did Patrick Roberts came to start on the right side of midfield, and Brown Day finally back from injury and ready to start. He'd start up top with Berahino in this game, so a few changes here, not too many, stayed with a 4-4-2, but a couple of changes here and there for personnel to see how we get on here away at the KC, a snowy KC Stadium as well. And as you can see by Hull's lineup, they've got some decent players, Hull, some very, very decent players. Of course, their strike partnership looks quite threatening in Sagbo and Jelavic, with Gaston Ramirez playing just behind them, and Maynor Figueroa is a decent player. I think he's a good defender, and yeah, a very decent squad Hull City have. But really, despite our poor loss at home to West Ham, and of course 2 defeats in a row, I still felt confident. I still genuinely felt confident. I believed in us in this game, because of course Hull currently not doing very well so far, currently sitting in 18th place, so not really getting the business done. I think I might have actually missed the league table out at the start there, sorry about that, but still not really getting the job done. And the first chance would fall to us in the 15th minute as Saido Berahino finds Brown a day down his right hand side. He takes it around his man and finds Berahino in the centre, and Saido Berahino, as cool as you like, makes it 1-0, just quarter of an hour played. And we've done that quite a few times already this season. We've gone on the counter as soon as we've cleared like a corner or a free kick or a throw in or whatever, gone on the counter, and it's crazy how the AI puts so many bodies forward. It really is. They leave so few bodies back, and we keep on exploiting it, and we do again. Brown a day back in the side, gets an assist on his return, very nice to see. Berahino gets his 4th of the season, and it's Hull 0, West Bromwich Albion 1, so the perfect start in this game. And in the 19th minute, Jelavic has a good chance from this header, but he can only put the ball wide and out for a goal kick. And in the 28th minute, Liam Rosenior finds Jake Livermore, he finds Maynor Figueroa back to the former Spurs man Jake Livermore, he plays it through towards Figueroa, the Honduras man, shoots, but Ben Foster makes a good save and keeps it at 1-0. And a couple minutes later, another good chance for Hull. Figueroa finds Livermore, he finds David Myler collects the ball here and keeps hold of the ball, takes it around Will Hughes and finds Figueroa down his right hand side, takes on Jordan Abita, gets onto his left foot here, doesn't really know what to do with it, but he just keeps on holding the ball, keeps retaining possession, plays it inside towards his man. Yannick Vestergaard can't block the pass. It comes to Jake Livermore, who shoots, but thankfully for us, the shot goes wide and out for a goal kick. So 1-0 was the score at half time. So in the second half, I wanted to get another goal right from kickoff, and as Patrick Roberts takes the ball around Figueroa, he keeps on going, lose possession, but we win it back here as Hull get the ball away. It is Brown a day down his left hand side, who crosses the ball to the far post, and Patrick Roberts, the little man, wins the header, but it's a good save by Orion, and it's still 1-0. So I have to say, we were looking very threatening every time we came forward, and that's the presence of Brown a day, just showing how good the guy is, seriously, because he was really making us look a lot more threatening on offense. And in the 54th minute, we've cleared his free kick. Patrick Roberts collects the ball, gets around James Chester, puts him on the floor, then beats Quinn. He goes through one-on-one. What a great opportunity for Patrick Roberts to score a great solo goal, but it's a good save by Orion, and he turns it behind for a corner. So what a lovely solo goal that would have been by Roberts, but still 1-0. And in the 63rd minute, Roberts is around his man again, and again takes aim, but again Orion makes the save. So Roberts, this guy seriously is looking so threatening, and he's been playing so well since we brought him in at the start of the season, which is exactly why I was pleased to see that a crunching challenge from Maynor Figueroa got him injured. So that was lovely. Thanks very much, Figueroa. Patrick Roberts gets an injury, and although he'd stay on for the majority of the game, he will be out for 3 weeks for a sprained ankle. You see confirmation of that in just a minute's time. The last chance would fall here as Brown today almost marked his return with a goal, getting on the end of this Berahino cross, but his header smacked off the bar and was eventually cleared away. But the game did finish whole nil, West Bromwich Albion 1, so we respond from that defeat against West Ham with a win. Very good 3 points, a clean sheet as well, and again, that was exactly the opposite of what happened against West Ham. We looked very good on offense, we kept a clean sheet, we kept it tight, and this season has just been so inconsistent of late, but you know, we got to take the positives, and that was a really good 3 points. So, as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you enjoyed the episode, then please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.